Hi guys, welcome to a new week. Alright, so today let's go straight into analyzing the market for today, Monday. If you look at the events calendar, there's nothing much of importance other than second tier data in terms of the Euro final CPI. Alright, expected is coming in at 0.4, similar to the previous. Don't I personally don't expect this to be a huge market moving data. In the US session, right, it's pretty light in data as well. What we have is just capital utilization rate and industrial production, not a tier one data as well, right? So just keep an eye on this. Then quickly look into what are some of the events that happen in the Asia market, right? So what we do is we quickly have a quick glance for the overall summary of what happened, all right? So you can look at. Okay, this is still loading. Okay, it's not up yet. All right, so look at this Asia FX. All right, so basically we just look at the summary of what is some of the important news that has happened. All right, so you look at all right, talking about from Australian press, Australia's profit recession is over, earnings set to rise. This might give a certain bullish sentiment towards the Australian. All right, simply looking at this headline itself, right? Other than that, let's take a quick glance of this. Nothing much, right? So the sentiment from Asia will be mainly that Australia is slightly bullish. All right, that's the overall tone. So let's take a look into the chart itself. All right, Euro dollar. You can see price is still moving lower. Nothing much in terms of our setup. USD yen. All right, we do have a potential setup. Price is on a higher time frame. Right, price is still in an uptrend. H1 is pretty clear. It's still in an uptrend as well. So if you are looking to ride on the overall trend, we do have an advanced price pattern completing around this fib level at 127 extension. It's very close to the psychological number of 103 as well. All right, so if price drop further lower today, we might look for an opportunity to long the market. Right, that's about 120 pips. Highly unlikely that's going to happen today because Monday is usually pretty quiet. Australian dollar. All right, so this is a confluence of the recent current sentiment on Aussie as well. All right, so you can see that it's in downtrend. All right, previously and price broke the minor downtrend line. Right, it broke above it. So right now pulling in our fib. We are looking for a confluence at 61.8 Fibonacci. If a retracement back to this level at 7560, we might look for an opportunity to long. All right, with today's current sentiment from Asia, we might see this pretty high probability of turning into a profit. 35 pips. It might price might come down to this level for us to have that opportunity to look into it. Dollar Canadian. All right. Is previously inching higher and price broke as of last Friday. Price broke this minor uptrend line. So again, similar setup. We are looking for a retracement back towards the 61.8 at 1.3230 around that level to look for an opportunity to short the market. Euro yen. Alright, previously was moving higher and then it starts to turn and reverse. Alright, so what we are looking right now is we have an advanced pattern. Setting up at 88.6 Fibonacci. That's at 115.55 area. Alright, so if price rally higher towards this, a quick check. That's about 100 pips, highly unlikely as well for today market. Alright, so if price eventually comes up, we'll be looking for a short opportunity. Other than that, we have Aussie Kiwi again. Looking at this technical, it's on an uptrend. If you look into fundamental and sentiment, it's still in favor of buying Aussie, selling the Kiwi. So what we need is for price to drop further, about 100 pips towards the 1.0590, about 1.06. So it's also another psychological level. So if price comes down, we'll be looking for an opportunity to long the Aussie Kiwi. Euro Aussie, all right, very interesting setup because price is currently showing a double bottom with RSI divergence over here. Means price might be bottoming. Alright, and if you look at higher time frame, it's in downtrend. Even on H1, you can see price broke the previous structure. Alright, so a few scenarios that we can play out on the Euro Aussie. The first one is of course a trend continuation, basically waiting for price to rally up here, 72 pips. Highly likely this setup might occur. All right, for price to retrace back towards this previous structure confluence with a 50% Fibonacci, it's around 1.4530 level. We'll be looking for a short. All right, but we'll be cautious in this because we do have a bottoming pattern over here in terms of the double bottom with RSI divergence. All right, so if you're trading on the Euro Aussie, pay more attention to this particular pair. Euro Canadian is in the downtrend. All right, it's a very steep downward bearish momentum as of last week. So what we are waiting for is a retracement back, all right, towards previous structure confluence with 61.8 at 1.4560 for a potential short. It's not a very high probability setup as of this because the momentum is strong. If it rebounds and retraces, the retracement might be deep as well. All right, so just keep an eye on this. Other than that, nothing much on my watch list as of today. It's a pretty quiet day. Usually Monday isn't much. All right, and of course the last one to just share with you in my watch list and portfolio is if you're trading S&P, right? Let's take a look at the high time frame using the range environment. So we have an advanced pattern setting up over here at 127 extension at 2152. So if price rally up today, we might look for an opportunity to short. All right, again, I shared in our weekend video that if you're trading the index or even if you're only trading the FX, you need to take note that this week is important because we have the US election debate, presidential election debate, as well as a lot of major companies' earnings releases is coming in this week, right? And that's gonna impact definitely the S&P, as well as some of your major currencies as well, right? So with that, always take note of what's happening in the market and then follow a trade plan, manage your risk, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.